How's it going, everybody? Bringing you guys a recipe video. So Taco Tuesday, we're gonna make taco crunch wraps with ground turkey. I'm gonna throw on the recipe and what you need for this on the screen here. So take a minute, pause the video, and you can write this down, throw it into your cookbooks. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so now that you guys have had a chance to check over some of those ingredients that you'll need, let's jump into what I am using for my recipe. So first thing, we're gonna use a 93.7 ground turkey. Makes very well, easy to use, and it works just like ground beef. You can also use ground beef or ground chicken. For my current diet, I'm gonna use this ground turkey. Next thing you'll need is some potatoes. I'm just gonna use 2 smaller potatoes. This is also gonna create the side dish that I generally throw in there, and then they add a little bit more crunch. Hi, Nova. So a couple of different things you can do. Sweet potatoes, you can throw onions, green peppers, all kinds of different things actually into the mix. But for the basic part, we're just gonna use 2 white potatoes. All right, you gotta go down. To season our ground turkey, I'm gonna use a pack of taco seasoning, very basic. And then I also like to use 2 different spices in there. I'm gonna use a smoked paprika. I love the flavor of this. And then a little bit of the cayenne. Now the cayenne is gonna make it a little bit spicier. Another little tip you can do if you like spicier things, you can actually add a little bit of Tabasco when you're cooking the taco meat. Next, the main part will be these Joseph flatbreads. If you guys don't have these, or you have the flat outs or whole grain tortillas, that works as well. Those are just one of my preferred ways to use it. I think the macros on these are amazing. Let me read them off to you. So per flatbread, so one of these whole things, it's only 100 calories. There's 3 grams of fat. There's gonna be 1 gram of sugar is all, 14 carbs total, 4 grams of fiber, and 8 grams of protein. So these pack a lot of protein in them, and they have healthy fats in there. They have some omegas and all kinds of stuff that are enriched with. So very good, very versatile. I'll use these in a lot of my recipe videos. And then the last main ingredient is just gonna be a fat-free cheddar cheese. I'm gonna throw this in when we make our crunch wrap. So those are the main ingredients that I'm using. Now, let's start cooking. All right, so quick little tip, what I like to do is I actually like to take the potatoes, throw them in a bowl, and I'm actually gonna throw them in the microwave, and I'm gonna cook them for about, 2 minutes, just to really get them started so that it cooks faster in the pan. And by that time, my pan's actually gonna be hot. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna spray the pan with some non-stick olive oil, and then we will keep rotating those through, and then after that, that's when we will get on to the ground turkey. So give me 1 sec. All right, so potatoes cooked in the microwave. We're gonna use just this non-stick spray. Get our pan sprayed up nicely, and add the potatoes. I'm gonna season the potatoes with some pink Himalayan salt, crushed red pepper, kind of generous on that, tiny bit of that cayenne, and a tiny bit of the smoked paprika. We'll get those cooking, and we'll check back on those in a second. All right, so potatoes are cooking away. Make sure that you're rotating them and get them crispy. All right, potatoes are hot. So we're gonna add in and start cooking that ground turkey. Have to keep the ground turkey in the oven away from my cat, otherwise she'll eat it. So we're just gonna do 1 pound, I didn't use the whole thing, but 1 pound of ground turkey. Again, this is something that you can substitute for ground beef, you can substitute ground chicken. Your preferred meat, for me, prefer this ground turkey. So. The turkey is almost cooked all the way through, so I am gonna drain it just to get some of that extra fat off of it, and then we will go ahead and we'll add our taco seasoning to it. Potatoes are pretty much crisp. I got them crisped up. Now I'm just gonna let them cook on low just so that they can stay and remain crispy. First, let me move my cat. She'll eat the turkey. Boom. All right, so now I drained the turkey. It's time to add the seasoning. Again, I just use one of these little packets. So let me grab that real quick. Little packet, got it at Walmart. There's 15 calories in these. A lot of times I don't actually track this, but now that I'm getting a little bit more strict on my diet, I will be adding this into my calorie count. So I'm gonna use one of these. So again, gonna add a little bit of the smoked paprika and the cayenne because I like the flavor of it. I think it makes the flavor of the turkey taste awesome. So add that along with that taco seasoning. So those in there. Mix it around. Get it to a small boil, and then just let it simmer. Let that water cook down, and your turkey meat is already complete. All right, so the taco meat and the potatoes are finished cooking. So now we're gonna construct our crunch wrap. What I'm gonna use to actually cook the crunch wrap is this cool little air fryer oven thing. Don't really know what it's called, air fryer oven. You can also use your oven, or you can do these on the stove top as well. So let's get constructing. So the crunch wrap just finished cooking, so we're gonna take it out. Hopefully it is crunchy, cheesy, and we'll find out. Alright, so as you can see, maybe a tiny bit, that we got a nice, good crunch on it. I applied that little bit of olive oil just to let it get a little bit more crunchy, but overall, I usually cook these in the oven for about 10 minutes at about 325 degrees. Lets it really get the cheese melted and the wrap not too crunchy, but just crunchy enough. So, cut this open for you so you can see. And it is piping hot. So, there you have it, guys. The chicken, potato, cheesy crunch wrap. Macros on this will be posted in the next shot here, but these are something you guys can use. Flexible dieting, guys, it's something that I love to preach, talk about, finding things that you enjoy to eat, and I enjoy cooking these as well. So if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share this, share it with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your brother, whoever it might be, and please subscribe. That helps me out a lot so I can continue to bring you guys great content. So until next time.